Welcome to Bible Logos. I am Tamiko Greeley, your broadcast host, and today I am excited to bring you part 4 of I've Had Enough, #Enough by Elder D. Allen Miller Sr. Please do me a favor, like and share this message on social media with your friends and family. All right, let's get to the word. Here's part 4 of I've Had Enough, #Enough.
Had the Apostle Paul. God made him leave Paul alone. When he left Paul alone, Paul got a little arrogant. He said in Philippians 4:4, rejoice. And again, I say rejoice. He got a little cocky when he said in Romans 8:38, for I am persuaded that neither death nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any created thing shall be able to separate me from the love of God. He got a little cocky in Philippians 3:13 when he said, brethren, do not count myself to have apprehended. But one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind, I press toward the mark, the prize of the higher calling. He got a little cocky in Philippians 4:11 when he said, no, not that I speak in regard to need, but I have learned that whatever state I am, to be content. Do I have any Bible readers in here? Watch this. There's a brother in this church. And wherever I go, I'll tell the country of the world, the city about this brother who's constantly just dropping deposits in my life. And he doesn't even recognize that he's dropping deposits in my life. Because he shows me how to worship God in spite of your past. This brother is a pure example of how you should worship. How worship should look despite the addictions you might have had in your life, the hurt, the pain, the loss of a parent. This man had part of his foot removed, and you wouldn't know it because somewhere in his past, he had enough. He decided, I'm going to give God my best every Sunday. So Brother Deacon Darrell Williams, as my dad would say, Doc, hold what you got. I have an uncle who stands back there on the cane, been through a lot of health issues, but unbeknownst to him, he's dropping deposits on me because he shows me that you can still show up on your post of duty. I have an uncle, Papa Leo Hart, struggling with the loss of his wife and health issues, always on his post of duty, just dropping nuggets and deposits. I have a wife and a twin brother who lost children at infancy. But they show up to church giving God their best because they could have wallowed in the pity, but they said, no. I had enough of wallowing in pity. I have a pastor who lost his arm, but every time he stands up before the people of God, he's giving God his best because he could have wallowed in it if he wants to. I have a father and I have an uncle and aunties who lost their parents who weren't really ill at all in a 13-month span. But my dad always said, show up on your post of duty and show. So you're dropping deposits, Doc. I want you to know that. There's a brother by the name of Bob Hudson right there who shows up in spite of the fact that he can't move like he once did. He could have just sat there and be like wallowing in no pity. But he said, I had enough. I got to show up on that third row. Do I have a witness in this house today? I wish somebody would clap your hands and give God a praise in this place. Dropping deposits because they had enough. There's a brother back here named Richard who's been coming to every church, coming to church with an oxygen tank. Sister Banks in the back coming to church, dropping deposits in my spirit, and you don't even know it. Because they show what it means to have enough of wallowing, but I'm going to worship God the best way I can. Come on, clap your hands and give God praise. It's almost like every time they come to the house of worship, I'm going to give God my best. I don't care who's looking at me. And although we grew up Baptist, sometimes you got to go into a Pentecostal fit and just shout sometimes and run around the church and lay prostrate. Do I have any worshipers in the building who thank God for something that he's done? folk have been a living testimony of what it looks like to worship God in spite of what's going on. They said, I've had enough. Do I have a witness here? And not only do we realize if we don't do something, it will kill us. But watch the text. We have to recognize when all is said and done, our eternal issues cause external problems. Watch this. Look at your neighbor. Look at your neighbor. I know, some of y'all been looking at your neighbor since you've been here, so go ahead. You got my permission now. I want you to look at your neighbor. And you don't have to say anything. I just want you to look at him. Because what you don't realize is the person that you're looking at has been through hell and high water. And since I have the microphone standing behind this sacred desk, let me go on ahead and give you their testimony. They've been lied on, talked about, mistreated. They had to struggle, strain, and go through strife. They had to come through trouble, tragedy, trauma, trial, and tribulation, and just a whole lot of unnecessary drama. They've been dropped and abused by people who they told them that they loved them but didn't mean it. Ignored by people they gave money to and taken in their own house. They've been tripped down by folks they thought they could trust. They've had their personal business shared on social media with people they thought they could confide in. Do I have a witness here? They've been left to raise all them children by themselves. They've battled addiction, suffered through depression, contemplated suicide. They've compromised themselves to make money. They've been sexually molested and violated by family members. They've been battling cancer, high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes. Some of them have been beaten within an inch of their life. They know what it means to have a syrup sandwich, a mayonnaise sandwich, a sugar sandwich, sleep for dinner. Do I have a witness here? They know what it feels like to have the doctor write them off. Do I have a witness here? And they are still here sitting next to you with a smile on their face. You can't see it by looking at them because they're all dressed up. But on the inside, they're hurting. Is there anybody in here who has been wounded a few good times? I need to talk to some real folk in here today. Have you been wounded to the point where you've had enough? Anybody ever in here been wounded, but you still show up here to give God praise? Watch this. This woman has an internal issue. She's unclean. She's hemorrhaging. But because it's underneath, you can't see it.
Welcome back. Isn't that a powerful word? Don't miss tomorrow when we come back with part 4 of the message, I've Had Enough. #enough by Elder D. Allen Miller. I need you to do me a favor, like it and share it with your friends and family. I am Tamiko Greeley, and I want you to remember that the sower sows the word, and therefore it is with the same measure you meet that it shall be measured unto you again.